You're getting
Yeah.
half of a story with this season, and you're expecting people to wait 2 years to get the full picture.
Oh, dude, I saw your review on. I wanted to talk about that a little bit actually. Because I don't watch them, never played the games, but I like watching it through your eyes. I guess The Last of Us Part Two.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about that? The way that it's like we knew it was not going to be the whole. We talked about that before. We knew it wasn't going to be the whole. It was, but now I guess they're good. There is going to be a season 3, and it's gonna like. But that's. Am I wrong about this? That's like already 3 or 4 years away or some shit, and people are already kind of bagging on that. And I think the sentiment was like Ellie's character wasn't as strong. I think you kind of had that sentiment too, because they had to kind of split her journey up between, what's the other character's name? Dina, is that her name?
Dina, yeah.
But like, it kind of sucks. That kind of sucked to see that the main character was the weakest link of the season. That's basically what I wanted to say. Again, with no shade on Bella Ramsey, or that's all writing shit. It's the same thing with Hayden Christensen. It's writing. It's just bad writing, bad. I guess I couldn't say it's bad direction,
Yeah.
But if you wanted to talk about that a little bit more, I'd love to hear it, because, what if you had anything more to say about it, is what I mean, I guess.
So, The Last of Us 2 is kind of split into 2 parts. It's basically Joel dies by the hands of Abby, and you're playing Ellie for half the game, looking for the people who killed Joel. And then where the season ended is where it kind of shifts. It goes back in time, and then you're playing as Abby, and you're seeing her journey to get to the point where their paths merge. And then this is like kind of like the prologue, where it kind of like branches out. You get like the culmination, and shit happens. I don't really want to spoil it, but
that's fine.
Apparently they're going to split this into 3 seasons. It's going to be the Ellie season, the Abby season, and then the third part, which isn't very long in the game. So, but I can see how they could expand upon a little bit of it, but I don't really have a problem with them like breaking it into 3 seasons. What I have a problem with is how closely it follows the game and the structure of the story. Because in a video game, you're playing this one video game. It's one long journey. So you're only getting the perspective of Ellie for this one season, which is only 7 episodes. And then you're going to have to wait 2 fucking years to get the other side of the story. Like, you're basically...
And does that mean that the third act is going to be 2 years after that?
I would assume so, and they really need to change how they do these productions, because you can't have people. Yeah. There's so much content out there, and then by the time the new season rolls around, either A, you forgot what happened, or B, you just lost interest. You gotta keep people's interest, especially. So modern day TV, everything's told by season. So a whole season is like one arching story, right? You're getting half of a story with this season, and you're expecting people to wait 2 fucking years to get the full picture. Like, especially the way it ends. It ends like on an incredible cliffhanger. And the thing is like the third season, you're not going to see all the main characters in the third season. You're not going to see Ellie. You're not going to see Joel's brother or Dina or anybody. You're going to get a whole set of new characters. So, they, unless they secretly filmed a third season, like, I don't see how they're going to successfully tell this story. And I think it's because Neil Druckmann has a big influence on it, and he doesn't want to, like, diverge from the story. They should have made the season longer and kind of switch back and forth between Abby and Ellie. Because you see Abby at the beginning of the season, you see her at the very end. You don't know anything about her journey or anything. So, and also...
I was gonna, if I could interject real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first season was literally the whole first game. Why wouldn't they just make the second season exactly like you just said it right there? Split it up and follow all the beats the right way.
I guess they probably want to stretch it out to get more seasons, or The Last of Us Part 2 is a long fucking game. Like, but if you're like, if you're gonna do it this way, like the way they're doing, you have to like film it all at once. Say like, you know, have a season break, and you already have it like you're editing or doing special effects or whatever. Wait 6 months or a year and release the second season. You can't expect to. It's just very frustrating. Even though I know what's going to happen, it's just frustrating to know that you're not going to get this for another 2 years. And it's like, and I can only imagine how pissed off I would be if I didn't know and I wasn't like the gamer, the person who played the video game.
Oh my god,
it's very frustrating. But and you were talking about Ellie's character, so I don't have a problem with Bella Ramsey. There's, you know, I'm not going to bag on her looks, but I think one of the major problems people have with her, and I kind of see it, is that Ellie is a child in the first one, and she's basically an adult in the second one. Bella Ramsey hasn't really aged much. I mean, she still looks like a kid. I mean, I guess they could have made her, cut her hair shorter like Ellie in the video game to make her a little bit older looking, but it's that, and then I was kind of wondering if it was like her acting, but I don't think it was her acting, because she does a pretty good job. There's like some pretty like intense scenes for her, and I think she pulls it off. But I think it's the, like I said in my review, the way they did the Dina romance storyline. They gave her more to do in the show, which is fine, you know, because they kind of like fall in love and everything before the journey, before Joel dies, but they changed that in the show until after Joel dies. So now, instead of Ellie in the video game, she's just like hyper focused on killing these motherfuckers that killed Joel. Like, she is just almost psychotic in that way, and that's kind of compelling, because that's the whole theme of the show is revenge, and it's just a cycle that never really, you know, helps anybody. It just ruins everything in everybody's lives. In this, she's kind of like, she's kind of wanting revenge, but then she's falling in love with, she had this love story with Dina, and then they made Dina more capable in this, so Ellie is like less capable. It's just, I can see why people have a problem with like this adaptation of Ellie, because Ellie is very capable. She's like just hyper focused on killing these motherfuckers, and in this, she's kind of like a lovelorn teenager, and then she doesn't know how to do a bunch of stuff, so she has to rely on Dina. So she's
still kind of acting more adolescent than more adult, as reflected in the game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and then she has like a bunch of dumb things that she does. Like, she wants to help this one Seraphite kid that's getting beat up by the wolves. You know, they're two factions.
That was like one of the scenes that wasn't even from the game, right?
Yeah, and then she wanted to help him, and the guy that was with her was like, no, don't. Where there's like 5 of them and 2 of us, and you know, game Ellie wouldn't do that. Game Ellie would sneak around them, you know, and not give a fuck, because she's hyper focused on her revenge. She's not trying to be everyone's hero. So yeah, but with that said, I think the 3rd season is going to be pretty fucking good with Abby, because I really liked Abby's side of the story, and she kind of takes someone under her wing in her journey. So it's kind of like a parallel. Like, she's the Joel of this story, and the person she takes under her wing is like the Ellie, and it's kind of like the Ellie Joel thing again. So
gotcha. Okay.
And there's a lot of wild shit that happens.
Caitlin Dever is a fucking great actress, man.
Yeah.
I just saw that little snippet of the very last, like, I saw the ending part of season 2. That little part of her at the end there was enough, dude. Like,
she's intense. Yeah, she matches that intensity.
What was that
Abby
movie she did? She was an Australian in. Did you see that movie? I just saw a snippet of her doing a flawless Australian accent for about 20 seconds. Like, well, this fucking bitch is insane. I don't think she's even out of her 20s yet. Goddamn.
I know.
But yeah, I know we didn't discuss getting into The Last of Us Part 2, but I just liked your review, and I just wanted to hear more about what you had to say about it, just off the cuff or whatever.
Yeah, I
Putting
think
you on the spot and such.
I'm thinking about kind of changing the way I do TV reviews, so like doing a quick recap before to kind of tell what happened that season, and kind of doing a review like that. I'm trying to be more informative, so you know. So
No, that's great. That's what I mean. It's like it's captivating. That's what I mean. It's like that's why I wanted to ask, because it's like I like hearing more about it, and especially the reason I ask is because I can't say I'm ever going to watch a lot of this stuff, but it interests maybe what the things that you tell me. Not that you're trying to influence me, but I'm asking if that influence is enough for me to actually go and pursue it. Basically, in a roundabout way is what I'm doing. Like, well, maybe it would be worth watching. It's like I never had aspirations to watch Breaking Bad. You was like, you need to watch Breaking Bad with me. And you made me watch the first episode. I'm like, God fucking damn. And then like, I don't even know if I could ever watch that show ever again. Dude. Just like I by the end of that show, I thought I was gonna get shot in the fucking head.
You're goddamn right.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an update. If you want to support the channel and get exclusive content, check out our Patreon in the link below.